Good morning students, welcome to physics class. Today we will study mass and weight. Now in the smaller class itself what we are studying what is mass. So we studied that mass is the total quantity of matter present in a body. So what is mass? It is the total quantity of matter present in a body is called what? Mass. Now in the second chapter of physics, force and laws of motion, we studied that it is the measure of the inertia. So what is mass? Mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. What is inertia? It is the tendency of a body to remain in the state of rest or of uniform motion. So what is inertia? Inertia is the tendency of a body to remain in the state of rest or of uniform motion. So here the mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. So greater the mass, greater is the inertia. As the mass increases, what will also increase? The inertia also will increase. Now we have studied that mass anywhere on earth or outside earth, that means even outer space, it will not change, it will remain constant. So mass of an object is constant and does not change from place to place. So mass is always constant. If you go to moon also, if you go to outer space also, if you go to any other planets also, what will be same? Mass will be same, it will not change. Now weight. What do you mean by weight? So the earth attracts every object with a certain force, and this force depends on mass of an object and acceleration due to gravity. So earth is attracting every object towards its center with certain force, and that force depends upon what? Mass and acceleration due to gravity. Now what is weight? The weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth. So what is weight? Weight is the force with which the object is attracted towards the earth. And in the second chapter we studied, according to second law of motion, we studied F is equal to ma. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now here acceleration is due to gravity. So instead of A, what we will do? We will substitute G. So F is equal to m into G. Now the force of attraction of the earth on an object is known as what? The weight of an object, and it is denoted by W. Now here the F is equal to mg is the force. That F is the force with which the earth is attracting the object, isn't it? So it is known as the weight. So we will replace that F by W. Now substituting the value of substituting W instead of force or F, we will get F is equal to mg. Now as this weight is a force with which it attracts the object towards its center, so the SI unit of force is what? SI unit of force is Newton. So the SI unit of weight will also be Newton. So here Newton, we are denoting it by the letter N. Now as this force is attracting vertically downwards, so the force with which earth is attracting, it is vertically downwards towards the center of the earth. So it is having both magnitude and what? Direction. It is having both magnitude and direction. So what? For weight is what? Weight is a force. It has having magnitude and direction. So it is a vector quantity. Weight is what? A vector quantity. Now the value of G is constant at a given place. At a place it is constant. But as we move from poles to equator, what will happen? The G value decreases, isn't it? As we go from poles to equator, the G value decreases. That means at poles the G value is greater and at equator the G value is less. But at a place the G value is constant. So the weight is equal to what? Weight is equal to m into G. as g become constant, what we can do? We can write W is proportional to mass. As it is constant, we can write W is proportional to mass. That means W, that means weight. As weight increases, what also will increase? Mass also will increase. Or reverse, we can say, as mass increase, weight will also increase at a given place. At a given place only this is applicable. Why? Because at a given place the g will be constant. Now it is due to this reason we can use weight of an object as the measure of its mass at a particular place. So it is due to this reason that at a given place we can use the weight of an object as the measure of its mass. Now wherever we go, the mass will remain same. As we have said earlier, wherever we go, into the moon or outer space or any other planet or any other galaxy also, your mass will be same. But what will change? Weight will change according to its location. So as you are changing your location, what will change? Weight will change. So as I have already said that at the poles g value is greater and at the equator g value is less. So as you go to the poles, your weight will increase or not? As you are going to the poles, what will also increase? Your, now if it, at the poles your weight will be slightly more than the weight at the equator. Okay, so why? Because the g value is changing. So as we go from one place to another, what will also change? Your weight will also change. Now differentiate between mass and weight. So we are summarizing this all thing what we studied here. So whenever the question is like this, differentiate or write the difference between mass and weight or any other thing, what you have to do? We have to make two columns. Then we have to point out the list out the points. So here first thing what we will do is we will write the definition. So what is mass? Mass is the total quantity of matter present in a body, or it is the measure of its inertia. Now definition of weight. The weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth. Now what we will write? We will write the mass of an object is constant and does not change from place to place, whereas weight depends upon its location. Now what we can write? Mass is a scalar quantity. So we can write it is having only magnitude, no direction also we can write. Now in weight, what we can write? It is a vector quantity. That means it is having both magnitude and direction. Now SI unit of mass is kilogram, denoted by kg, whereas SI unit of weight is Newton, as it is a force. Now mass is measured by the beam balance, whereas weight is measured by a spring balance. So this is the differences between mass and weight. So if the question is of 2 marks, what you can do is you can write 4 points. If it is of 1 mark, at least 2 points it should be there. Now weight of an object on the moon. So we have learned that weight of an object on the earth is the force with which earth attracts the object. So we studied that what is weight? Weight of an object on the earth is the force with which earth attracts the object. Then weight of an object on moon is the force with which the moon attracts that object. So this force changes, gravitational force of earth and moon changes. So at earth there will be a specific weight, whereas at moon also there will be a specific weight. The mass of moon is less than that of earth. Due to this, moon exerts lesser force of attraction on object. So compared to earth, mass of the moon is less. So compared to earth gravitational force, moon's gravitational force will be less. So now let the mass of an object, suppose the mass of an object is m. Now we can write let the weight on moon be Wm. So suppose that the weight of an object let the mass of an object be denoted by small m, whereas the weight on moon we can write it as Wm. Now the mass of the moon is mm and the radius is rm. So how can we write the universal law? We can write universal law is equal to Wm is equal to G into mm into m by rm square. So instead of universal law, what we are substituting? We are substituting what is universal law equation? F is equal to G into capital M into small m by d square. Instead of F, what we are writing? We are writing the weight on moon. Then G, gravitational constant, is same everywhere. Then mm, mass of moon, into mass of object by radius of moon, square of radius of moon. Now let the weight of the same object on the earth be We. That is, We means weight on earth. The mass of the earth is capital M and the radius is r. Now how can you write the equation for earth? Earth we can write as We is equal to what? We is equal to G m into m by r square. So we can write We is equal to G m into m by r square. Now we will see the mass and radius of earth and moon. Earth radius is also given, then moon's radius is also given. So what we will do? We will substitute these values to the two equation. Wm equal to G mm into m by rm square and We is equal to G m into m by r square. Here we will substitute this value. Then what we will do? We will divide this We by Wm. Then when you are substituting all this value, what we will get? Weight on the object on moon by weight of the object on earth is equal to 1 by 6. That means weight of an object on moon is 1 by 6th of its weight on earth. So when we are substituting all these values, what we will get? We will get that Wm by We, that means weight of the object on moon by weight of the object on earth, is equal to 1 by 6. That means weight of an object on moon is equal to 1 by 6 of its weight on earth. Now if it is 36 Newton weight on earth, if suppose your weight is 36 Newton weight on earth, then what will be your weight on moon? It will be 1 by 6 into 36. 1 by 6 into 36. Then what is the weight? 6 Newton. So it has reduced 1 by 6 times, isn't it? So what is the weight of an object on moon? It is 1 by 6 into its weight on earth. So hope you understood this. Thank you. Have a nice